All right, welcome back, stream. Video number 2 of fishing today. Couple things. I fished while I was talking to my mom and sister and finally finished Norway. Caught the other 4 of 10. We were at 6 of 10, in other words, of pike. And then the 2 cutthroat. Finally got out of there. Just starting in Golden Ridge. Doing what I said I don't normally do is the 30 of any or 40 of any and 30 silvers on the weeklies, but that's because they only had species specific dailies, which is what got us in the trouble we were in Norway, just catching 10 pike. So I'll go ahead and take the XP that way. This is the last map anyway. We'll just catch 40 fish. I also took 4 golds on the daily because I'm figuring after catching 20 or so towards the 40 on this 3, we'll switch to the 1, which will get us golds. So it might be few and far between, but we only need 4. And we got till 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, whatever it is tonight. I ain't planning on being that long on stream. Just saying. I really need to start a podcast because I got lots of things that I'd like to talk about that don't really have anything to do with gaming. And I know there's other people that want to talk about this stuff too, whether it's in agreement or in opposition of opinion. But for instance, I don't even know if any of y'all have seen this. The only reason I believe it is because I saw the government mandate or order for it, if you will, on the day of elections, that Tuesday, the 7th or 8th, whichever it is of November. They're going to be running drills, a what if scenario of what if the U.S. got cyber attacked. Now, why would you be doing that on the day that you do electronic voting? I mean, I sincerely hope that nothing happens with these elections. I really do. But it wouldn't surprise me. I'll just leave that at that since we're fishing. But that's kind of stuff I'd love to talk about with people. There's still some people that are asleep and blind to just how nefarious some organizations, whether they be NGOs or GOs, how evil and nefarious they actually are. But most people are starting to wake up to that. Realize they are not of, by, and for the people. They're out for themselves. And step all over you and me to get there. They definitely don't go to war, by our request. They do that on their own. And they take our sons and daughters and young men and women and to go fight these wars under alleged just causes that come to be found out later to not be true. So they're definitely not out for us. Like I said, let's go fishing. Welcome to whoever joined. But yeah, I think I may need to start a podcast series. Have people talk, chat about stuff like that. Doesn't have anything. I mean, it can be while you're gaming, but most people come here to watch the fishing game for the fishing game, not to hear that. And I didn't come here to necessarily preach that either. It's just on my mind. Fiji. Come to Papa. Come to Ruski, Muski. Thought I was gonna have to say, oh, it's Pike. No, it was Muski. Muski for Ruski. Yay, 4 of 40. We're 1/10 of the way there. That's funny. Okay, here you are. We'll scooch forward here in a few minutes. Well, I want to catch at least, I'd say 15 to 18, maybe 20 of the 40 on the number 3, and then we're going to switch to the 1. See if we can't snag some golds and diamonds. I got a diamond pike in Norway earlier over at the waterfall and dock where they're known for being. Wasn't fishing for a diamond, but got one. It was nice. 22.32 or 92, something like that, pounds. Or 24.92. Actually, I'm not sure that's right either. I think it might have been 28. Because 24 in Golden Ridge is a gold and or diamond. And they're almost twice that in Norway. I think it was like a 28 pounder or something. Might have even been like 34.92. I'd have to go back and look. Either way, it was a diamond. That's always a blessing. It looked like something was out there with it. But I know it isn't because they'd already nailed it. Alright, let's move forward a little bit. Can't reach them yet still, but I can see the lily pads a lot closer. We'll work our way up there. Alright, heading to Discord. Hang on. What's happening?
First time in probably 8 months, I've got all the legendaries cut, and I'm about to finish my last weeklies.
What map you in?
I'm in Africa right now. I don't even know if I'm online. I can check after this.
Yeah, I wasn't, but I was gonna come online. But anyway.
Yeah, no, I've just been playing offline because I didn't see anybody on, and then I saw you were playing.
Yeah, I was playing online all the way up into Norway, and then some weird foreign guy kept like driving through me, just being a dork hole. So I was like, "Oh, really? Offline?" And then kept fishing, but I don't know why.
I'm good just staying offline if you're doing better with that, but I can definitely change mine to online with just fish together.
I
I'm
would
just trying to
say
get the weeklies done over here.
yeah, I would say I'll fish with you, man. But I was just if somebody's being a dork hole is why I usually go offline.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I went offline.
Oh,
I was trying to catch the legendary here in Africa, and I had a guy sitting there on my, literally just right where I was, just running back and forth through me because I caught the legendary.
that was a first. You know how the fish sometimes strike right as your line comes in?
Hmm.
You know how now multiple fish can strike at a line? I had two,
I did not know that.
yeah, two fish can bite your lure while it's on a bobber too, or your bait, I mean. Because you can
Oh,
tell by the speed between the nibbles. Because you're like, that's faster than normal. But yeah, multiple fish can bite. But anyway, only one of them obviously is going to get it. But just then, right as the line came in, two muskies both struck at it. I've never had that.
oh boy.
They
I
both
know.
came.
Wooster had a new one today. He went over to Africa to catch the eel,
Yeah, group flame.
and yeah, went to go catch him, and as soon as he struck, Wooster hit the button to get the hook set.
Yeah.
It didn't set the hook.
What?
It said it was too late.
That's weird.
Oh, I'm surprised he went for him again. He was pissed.
Because there's nothing wrong with that. Because, dude, I will sometimes set my controller down and go to light the room moisturizer, and all of a sudden it's like, strike, and I'll reach over and hit the button real quick. And you know that's been like a second and a half, and it still gives it to me. So,
Yeah, no, he did it. He did it immediately, and it didn't give it to him. It said he pressed it too late.
yeah, every time it does that, I'm like, man, I can't believe they let me have that.
I mean, I get if I'm late when I sit there and I'm not doing it, but
Right.
yeah, he did it right off the bat. That would have pissed me off too.
Well, what still seems to be broke on mine, and I don't get it because it's not my system or audio, because like the water sound, the fish, like that splashing right there, every other ambient sound is normal, but the strike, I have to be watching that little round thing because you can barely. It's like ding, very faint, man. You can
Yeah,
barely
no,
hear it.
they changed it in the update. Me and Booster have been pissing and moaning about that since we started playing. Well, I played with you Thursday night or Wednesday night, whatever night that was, and then Friday night, me and Booster played for probably 3-4 hours,
Huh.
and then we played for a while today. And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, Friday night, my neighbor had people visiting and went down to the boat landing to fish, so I went and hung out with them. I was trying to remember where I was. Because I was fishing all the way up until then, or I was playing Red Dead.
I was on all day yesterday by myself because pretty much all the people I play Valorant with, they were all out of golf outing, so I was just playing this all yesterday.
Well, I was in Red Dead again because oh, there's my first gold of 4. I can't call it a replay because I never played it all the way through because it seems to be broken on the epilogue with John Marston, but I restarted my game. So I'm Arthur Morgan again and going through the whole storyline, streaming
Okay.
it. But and because I was so fresh to the game, I didn't read up on controls or I literally jumped in, started streaming, didn't know nothing about nothing, and I had missed so many things, dude, in the
Oh yeah.
beginning that this time I found and gotten, and it's like, man, that would have been a lot easier if I knew about that. You know, now that I do, I'm playing a little more cautious and careful and trying to catch everything and not get too far into the storyline missions to where all those little side things that it gave you, like hunt 3 rabbits from a horse, you know, shoot or jump your horse 3 times in less than 15 seconds. All those little side things it puts on you. Shit, I probably had 100 of those things to do still because I was just doing the main storyline stuff. This
Oh,
time
absolutely.
I'm trying to knock that stuff out so it's not piling up like that. So and like finding the dinosaur bones for that lady. I never found a single one of the 30 or whatever it is for that lady before. I've already found 2 this time. I found the first one before I even met her, and then I met her and found the second one within. Well, actually, it was giant skeleton. I don't know if that counts, but he sketches it in his book as a location. So I did find the giant skeleton the last time though, so I don't think it does count as prehistoric bones because I was still 0 of 30 the first time. Or maybe it's 60 because I remember when I saw it, I was like, what? I never found any last time. I gotta find that many. Same with like the rock carvings and stuff like that. I had found a couple on accident, but I didn't even realize, I thought that was just saying, hey, you found a rock carving. I didn't know that I was supposed to go find a bunch more the first time. I'm gonna be a little more cautious with that this time around.
Well, and if you never looked into it, then you just don't know.
Right. And it's pretty helpful and intuitive with giving you hints, but it doesn't tell you everything. So, like you said, if you're not paying attention to those little side things it puts in your journal or whatever it's called, you don't realize that wow, like 40 or 50, or in my case, almost 100 of those things is piled up, and I never got through any of them the first time.
Yeah.
I also earned, like, I think I was in chapter 3 or 4 before I got the horse fence the first time. I did that either right towards the end of the first chapter or right at the beginning of the second this time. So that's already unlocked too. Stuff that, I was way later into it the first time before that stuff became available. And then never understood what to do to make that unlock and progress. Now I do. The camp ledger. I was contributing to the money in the camp off and on the first time, but I didn't even notice the ledger where you upgrade the camp and upgrade Dutch's quarters, Arthur's quarters, restock the. Like, that was another thing. I didn't even notice the ammunition in the medicine cart the first time. I saw that there were icons there and they stayed locked the whole time. And I was like, what do you got to do to make this stuff available? I never understood it, but I've already got all that unlocked and I contribute to it, quite frequently so that it stays in the yellow or green. But a lot different this time. A lot more fun, too. I was telling my mom and sister that, not only is this game generate and spawn, random storyline missions and side missions as you go, but it also is dependent on what kind of a person you are. If you're an outlaw, it spawns stuff like steal a wagon, steal a horse, kidnap this person. If you play honorable, it's recover a stolen wagon, recover a stolen horse,
Yeah.
rescue kidnapped person, So I think that's pretty freaking cool that the game is, can alter itself by the decisions that you make. Now
It's a great game.
they had games like Zelda and stuff back in the day, but they were, you know what I'm saying, man, they were pretty cheesy in comparison. Decision-based games, if you will, but and it seems almost endless, man. The stuff that it will spawn and generate for you to do, like you'll be riding along and somebody's like, "Help! Help me!"
I have fallen and I cannot get up.
Nah, that dude's like, I got the pox, and I still ain't stopping for him. You know what, dude? Go to a doctor. I ain't freaking getting the pox from you. I already got tuberculosis from somebody. I stayed away from that guy at the church donation this time too. That's the first person you encounter that's coughing, and at least he's honest with you. That he's got tuberculosis. I noticed that the first time I played. But the second person, and I think I'm probably sick because of it, Air Strauss sends you to collect the debt at this farm, and that guy's coughing all over himself, and you beat the snot out of him, and he coughs blood on your face. And his wife and son come out begging you to spare him, and this, that, and the other. And I think that's where you get the TB from. That's the moment you get it, is that guy. But there's really no avoiding that because it's part of your progression is collecting those debts that
I mean, there is. You just shoot him and you don't get the tuberculosis.
Well, maybe. Oh, man, that was another one, too.
I'm assuming you're in Golden Ridge.
Yeah. Oh, let me go on.
I got I think 2 more fish, and then I want to come over there. I haven't caught any of the crayfish or the white crappies or any of those.
Those are the 2 I need as well. Have you caught any of the ghost fish?
Yeah, I finished all that. After you told me that, that's what I did Friday when me and Wooster were playing, and I finished that.
Yeah, Death Hound and I fished together and earned all the tokens, and I bought everything I wanted from the souvenir shop, the rod and reel and 3 lures. And,
I just bought everything.
Yeah, I didn't get everything, but I got a lot of stuff. I didn't buy any. I think I did finally buy a Frankie.
I also figured out, so I don't know if you knew, but when you go to the popcorn machine, you can, instead of doing them singularity,
you can do a bunch.
I did all of them. I just bet all of it.
Well, I did that a couple times and lost all of them, and Deathhound did that repeatedly. But he was like, I got it this time. I'm perfect. He'd be like, oh, I bet 18 of them. I said, how many did you have? 18. It's like, bro.
Yeah, see, every time I did that, I got it perfect.
I did a few times, and that's what got me everything.
I think I still have, like, 12 or 13 tokens, because I just kept doing that. I'd catch a ton of fish, and then I'd go and do popcorn and just bet all of them.
What sucks is you can't use those skeleton spinnerbait lures anywhere else. They'll let you select them, but whatever you had on there stays on there. They won't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they won't go.
I guess I haven't tried.
I tried at Norway to see if I could catch to separate the pike from the salmon and the asp, because the salmon were getting on my nerves. I needed pike for the challenge. So I was trying to find stuff that pike hit that the salmon didn't, and there's only a few things. So all right, we're at 10 of 40. A quarter of the way there. It's like those old slow gas pumps. Well, I'm a quarter of the way to the full. It's only been 8 minutes. So let's see. 24 minutes from now, we'll have a full tank.
They worked. Not great, but they worked.
Yeah, they sure were slow. There's still some out here in the country that are digital, and they're very slow. Like, it's like, man, come on, what is wrong with your pumps? But I think that's when they're getting close to being empty. The tank, like the actual tanks that the fuel is stored in.
That's how it is around here. If they're like that, that's because the tank's actually getting low.
Yeah, and they slow.
And at that point, I just stop fueling up, because usually you're getting all the gunk and crap that's going to screw up your engine.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I'll pump like whatever it pumped by then, and then when I realize it's slow, and I'll stop there and go fill up somewhere else usually.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I do. At that point, you're just sucking everything off the bottom. You don't know what the heck's on there.
So you were probably the one that was in here when I was saying that I needed to start a podcast. Have you seen that? That on the day of elections, the government has a mandate or order. They're going to be running a quote-unquote drill on what would happen if the United States was cyber attacked on the day that you're going to use electronic voting machines. I swear to goodness, if something happens, man, and the
something's happened in the last 3 elections.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. They think
and that
we're
was
stupid.
I mean, we don't even. I mean, they might change it this year, but it's all been paper ballots for us for the last 3 elections.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
We haven't had the option for electronics.
The only thing that's electronic on mine is scanning the paper ballot I colored in.
Yep, that's what ours is too.
Yep. But yeah, you know, Trump is even, and so is Elon Musk on behalf of Trump, running ads about vote early, because I seriously think they know that they're going to try something, man. And
I will say one thing. If I knew that I'd stop getting all the text messages and phone calls and BS, if I knew I was going to stop getting that from voting early, I would 100% vote as early as I can.
Yeah, but you'll keep getting it to election day, so.
Exactly. Make that an option.
Right.
You won't get any more of these notices or any of that if you vote early.
You're supposed to have a way to opt out of that stuff. Yeah.
It doesn't work.
The very first one they send, I opt out, and then they leave me alone. Somebody else will send it, and I'll do the same thing. So it only happens usually for me a few times, and once I block those, I stop getting them all together. So, and the phone calls, the couple times they did, I flat out tell them, not necessarily rude, but very matter-of-factly, this is my work phone. I'm working. Do not call me on this number for this. I did not give you my number. I don't know how you got it, and I don't care, but cease and desist calling. And they're like, yes, sir, we'll remove you from the list.
I'm waiting for one of those lawyers to pop up on the TV and say, have you ever been solicited or something by these phone numbers? Call now to get your compensation.
Right. They might.
They freaking better. The headache and a half having to do all that.
Yeah, because I'm already on this stupid national no disturb list. And it's like, y'all don't respect or honor that. It doesn't seem to matter anymore. It worked for a couple of years, and then now you get spam calls about extended car insurance, boat cruises, you know, all kinds of money for business loans. It's like, I never asked you for any of that. Why, who are you? Where'd you get my number, and how?
All right, where do I got to go fish for crayfish?
That's a good question. I'll look that up in just a minute. I'm actually down at the dam catching pike and muskie because I need 30 and 40. So 30 silvers, 40.
My old method.
Well, I would be at the original spots if they were any good
The
anymore.
original spot sucks.
Yeah, they ruined everything. Even
I tried it
here.
the other day. Yeah.
Even here
I was
isn't what
trying
it
to
used
get
to
done
be.
with my weeklies, and I told Lucy, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the waterfall." And went over there. I'm like, "I'm gonna go to the dam."
Yep, pretty much. Because they ruined the waterfall. There's other species there that weren't there now, but for what we used to do with pike and muskie, nah, not anymore.
I got 5 gold muskie yesterday or Friday. Friday when I did the weeklies there.
Nice. I got a diamond pike in Norway earlier on a size for like a silver or bronze. I was just trying to knock him out, and I got a diamond over there. I was like, sweet. Which I already had, but you know what I'm saying. It's just nice when they throw you a bone like that
Yeah.
out of nowhere. And with a bait that you wouldn't expect to get it on, so. Or bait size, we'll say. Well, we know if we get a fish, it's going to be gold or diamond. So, because I switched to the one jerk bait now. I hear you. Can't turn and look yet because my line's out, but I hear you. They definitely made the fish models better too. The pike look.
Some of them, yes. Some
I was gonna say the pike look a little pixelated on the side, but
the crappies, I don't know what they did to the black crappie, but
yeah, it looks weird too. You're right. I saw that like the first week when I started trying to catch the new fish. I caught a black crappie, which we already had, and I was like, those look different.
yeah.
They probably had to change
Me
it
and
to.
so me and Lucia Friday night were comparing all of the different colorations on the black crappie we were catching. I had one that was legitimately had no black spots on it, was just all white.
Mm,
Yeah,
albino.
they screwed it up.
Yep. You switch to the one, don't catch anything.
It's always been the 3.
Yeah, but you could catch 15 or so of on the three and then switch to the one and usually catch a few golds right afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
Or diamond. And I've caught, I think, 15 silvers on the three. And one gold. Mm, that's a nice one. Well, it's got to be. It's going. Oh, is he going for your bait? Son of a biscuit eater. That was a big
Nothing's
fish.
going after mine.
Well, daggone, I just saw a huge one go out there, and he didn't go for mine. He was going right towards it. It was huge.
Yeah, I thought it was going towards mine.
It would have had to been, gold or diamond on the one, so that's why I thought he was going for it, but he didn't.
I got a fish.
Nice. I haven't caught one since I put the one on, but I'm hoping. I need 3 more
Silver.
gold.
There's no way it's not a silver.
Well, if it's the 3, yeah, because that only catches silvers or better. That's why we did it. I remember the stream when I first met Runky, and that's how I met him. As he was watching, and I was going through. I think I met you around that time too, and yeah, I did. Met you over by the main lodge. I was showing that I think 6s caught bronze, 3s caught silvers, and 1s caught gold and diamond consistently back then before they did all those changes. And then they changed everything. That was before he caught all his diamond Xanders, but they had changed everything in here, and you couldn't do that anymore. It was different sizes. That's what it was. It was 6, 4, and 2. And then now it's 5, 3, and 1. I remember that stream though, because I was just showing them one right after the other with those sizes and colors.
I remember when we all went up to fucking Arrowhead.
Yep. Yep. Well, the first time I went there was by myself, I think, before I met y'all, and I was going. That was supposed to be a bluegill spot, and I needed a bluegill.
Well, I had been up there before. I had fished there before, but I had never taken a boat up there. I'm talking when we all took our boats up there.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got everybody doing. I
You
remember
ain't
the
never
first
fished
time
Arrowhead unless you take your boat up there.
Tartarus and I saw somebody with a boat there. We both ran, like he ran one direction, I ran the other around the lake to find the boat launch. Met each other and was like, "There's no boat launch. He's cheating." Because we didn't know you could kick the boats.
Well, I mean, it's no different when we were on there. I had people messaging me on Facebook telling me I was cheating having my boat out there.
Well, I was joking on stream, like, telling that story and being like, I wonder how many people think we're cheating or hacking. Because, and that, the same thing that when I first saw it with Tartarus, we thought somebody was cheating because there's no
Yeah,
boat launch there.
well, absolutely. Like you just don't think about
But then I saw some dude. That's how I learned. I saw some dude kicking a boat up the road. We were laughing at him. As a matter of fact, it was across this dam, and I think he was trying. That's what he was doing, was trying to get to the other side of the dam, and you can't even fish there anyway. So he kicked that boat all the way down the road from over at that boat launch we just came from, and then couldn't even fish on the other side of the dam. But I was like, so that's how they're moving the boat. And I tried bumping into it on stream, and I moved. Oh, look at that diamond lake trout, Vigolito got.
it. Yeah, I don't like that Vigolito guy.
He's a jerk. He's a real jerk, that Vigolito. Hey, Sal, take care of him for me. Vigolito. Who does he think he is?
I bet I know where he's fishing.
Yeah, me too.
I know exactly where. Yep. No, he's and there's people just converging on him now.
Oh, yeah. They were doing that to me the other day, catching the legendaries. It's like they started piling into my boat with their boats, and it's like, you
No,
know
I
what?
knew exactly where he was. Two
I'm
people
done
just showed
anyway.
up on him. Yeah. And that's why people don't enjoy playing this game online.
Yep. Even though it doesn't actually affect you, it's just the optics of it that they're
It's
being a
just
jerk,
annoying.
right?
It's just
They're
annoying.
being dorks.
Well, and not only that, it's usually people that think it actually does affect their fishing.
Right. That they're too dumb to read and
Like
know
they're
that.
just trying to be pricks, and it's just it doesn't work for them. But it's the fact that they're doing it.
He's catching diamonds. I'm going to go fish right on top of him and catch him right out from under him. No, you're going to catch whatever the game loads for you on yours. So,
Here.
freaking mental.
Hey, Packer scored. Yeah. I say I'm watching the Packer game, but I just have it up on my phone on the side, and I just kind of look at the score every once in a while.
I hear you. I don't watch any of that stuff anymore. I haven't for decades. At least two.
I was born and raised on Packers, so I'll always hope they win. But
Well, I was born and raised in football and all that too, but I literally, when I got mature enough to understand life and actually work for myself and know what a struggle life is, I got tired of hearing people that make millions of dollars a year crying that they weren't making enough millions of dollars a year when they were going to strike for more money, the NFL. And then, same with NASCAR, just I saw the racket in it. And the way they were changing the rules and dumbing everything, same with football and NASCAR, dumbing everything down to make it safer. And it's like, you took what was the sport and you basically made flag football and go kart racing. So,
oh yeah,
what started out as moonshiners that had built hot rods to get away from the fastest lawmen's cars and started racing in a circuit, you've dumbed down to everybody has the same class of cars, same horsepower range, and
we
all.
can't say dumb down now. It hurts people's feelings.
Yeah, true that. What was I thinking? It's been made fair.
Yeah, I made something.
Yeah, exactly. It's made more fair and equal and inclusive. How many did you have to catch?
Oh, I'm just fishing to fish now.
Oh, it said you completed a challenge.
Oh, I completed the weight. I needed to catch 6 pounds.
Gotcha.
No, I just started that. I got to catch 4 goals and 14 any for dailies, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just fishing to fish.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the 3 also. I caught 1 gold on it. I only need 4 golds for daily, and doing it with the 2 and a 1 just isn't cutting it. So we know they hit the 3. They've been hitting the 3. I may as well go back to it. Might do the 3 frog. Although I don't seem to have as good a luck with them on frog over here as I do over by the main server.
Yeah, I've always just trick baked it over here.
That was something else that's podcast worthy. Of course, it's all speculative and unproven, but I saw a couple sources saying that the FBI allegedly remember the
Alleged.
remember the cocaine that was found at the White House that they were originally saying was Hunter's.
Yeah,
They're
like
hinting that
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
yeah, they're hinting that it might have been Kamala's, and that's why it was hush hushed and brushed under. But and if you saw that interview she did last week, I've seen so many people cover that. She was definitely high on something. Her eyes were like glass, and she kept and rubbing her nose. I was like, man, this chick is like did some lines before she did this interview, and that's what everybody was saying. It was like, man, she's been doing the booger sugar and all kinds of stuff. But
I mean,
then
that's yeah, it doesn't matter if they're freaking Republican or Democrat. They all get away with so much crap.
oh, absolutely. But I was just saying to actually go on an interview, public interview that everybody, not just in the U.S.,
They don't
everybody
care
around the
anymore because they know
world.
there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep, it was still
I mean, what are we
appalling.
gonna do about it? Complain about it? They're still gonna have a job. They're still gonna be in the office.
Shouldn't be. If you or I can't even get a regular job if we were to come to work high on cocaine like that, looking like that. Can't even form sentences and.
Yeah, but that's you said it absolutely how it is. A regular job.
Well, and regular people, plebes.
Yeah. Doesn't matter about us. It's all what they can get away with.
Yep. And how much of this country
I mean, look at the
they can
stocks.
ruin before they
That-
lose power
that's-
because they know
That's
they are.
been going on for years and years and years. You look at the stocks and then you look at who profited from it. 90% of them are in office, either senators or whatever it may be.
Well, yeah, like
they're all in
Pelosi
office.
and her husband, right before that thing was about to go big, they both knew and put stocks on it. That's proven, and they're actually facing criminal charges for that. She and her husband for sure, but
Everybody in politics should be.
yep,
I
because
mean,
that's insider trading and it's illegal for anybody, especially people that they shouldn't, as members of the government, they shouldn't be allowed to. I'm not saying their extended family can't have stocks, but those people are all. You look at what their salary is, and it's like 140,000 a year, up to 300,000 a year, but they're millionaires in short time, like not enough time in office to have made those millions. In other words, so it's
Yeah.
obvious that they are grifting through some kind of government program or insider knowledge or whatever it may be.
But even family members, that should be freaking.
Right.
If
It
they
should be
get,
limited.
if they do it like 3-4 times where they definitely knew something was going on, they shouldn't be allowed to anymore.
Yep. And they should probably have to give some back because, well, You're
They'll
innocent
never
until
have.
proven guilty,
They'll
but
never even have. They'll never even get freaking. Yeah.
right.
I'm actually surprised that charges are being planted because they're in government.
Yeah, me too. But I'm telling you, they're doing the best they can to ruin as much as they can because they can see that they are about to lose power again, and they know that this man is actually going to come after them because they did that to him. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't know. They seem. I can see the desperation in everything they're doing. That's all I'm going to say. And they are definitely in desperate mode, trying to ruin everything.
Oh, absolutely. All right, we're already got to go catch crayfish. You need to go catch crayfish.
Right on. You know what? Let me see where we do that at. I'll go look at the Discord. Resource Hub. Golden Ridge. Yes, I know it opens an external page. That's what I wanted, you dork. Alright. Reserve species. What are they called again? Oh, signal crayfish. Where is it? There it is, down at the bottom. Signal crayfish. What? There's only 2 spots. Oh, it's over by the waterfalls, one of them, right at the Y. And then the other one's down that river towards, kind of like towards where we're at. But at any rate, here, I'll put that in Discord. Copy.
Yeah, I can't even get the updated freaking hook charts and all that shit anymore.
That's weird.
The only one they put on that is phone friendly is the Africa map.
I don't need to send the hook chart. I'll just tell you what it says. But for signal crayfish, every rank for species is available on all. What are you talking about? Signal crayfish. Hook chart.
Yeah, see, I can't look at the link that you sent because I'm on my phone.
Alright.
You said right next to the Y though, so I'm just gonna go over there.
No, it really does say that. There's a dash all the way across from 10 to 4-aught. And it says every rank for species is available on all hook sizes. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
I don't either. I'm going to probably start with like a 9 or a 8 or maybe even a 10, the smallest.
I mean, crayfish around here, they eat algae and minnows and shit like that, so.
Yeah, that's what I didn't look at was preferred bait chart. Opening a new link. Now we got 3 of them open. So there's no bottom lurker prefers swimming close to the bottom. Night owl more active at night. New diamond contributors, those 2 guys, but it doesn't tell you what bank. It says every rank for species is available on all hook size for the hook size and the bait chart for them. It doesn't even tell you what they eat. I'm sure in the game it does if you click on
Crawdaddy. Oh, that's not a crawdaddy.
handbook.
Hot dogs, leeches, liver, minnow, red bloodworm, red. Yep, pretty much what they actually eat in real life. Deep on, they're a night biter.
Yep. hot dog, leeches, liver, minnow, bloodworm, redworm, for sure. Alright. Man, they look like a lobster. So anyway, right at the Y. So about where the boat landing is, basically.
Yeah, I'm over there, but it says they also only hit at night, so we'll see how it works.
Well, we can switch to a night server and I'll join on you.
All right, I'll switch.
You spawn over there. Oops, wrong button.
I'm gonna switch to an evening because usually if you try hitting a night server, they just don't put you in an evening server at all.
Right. So first off, let's put a bookmark.
All right, I think we should be good.
Tight end. That's how I like them.
All right, now we should be good. I think I'm gonna do what you said and switch to a 9.
Let me join on you. Apex Connect. Man, I haven't done this in so long. Apex Connect friends. Join game. Be right back. Gotta piss.
Good. I'm fishing for crawdaddies. I'm at the Y right now.
Really has a lot of coffee. Alright. I thought you picked the evening time. What time is it? Oh, it is 5:47 p.m.
Yeah. Stop yelling at me.
I ain't yelling.
I think I just caught a white.
Crappie?
No, that's a rock bass. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a rock bass. That's not what they look like. Can confirm.
Yeah, I saw that also. I think they did at least have red eyes, though, like they should, but
No, mine didn't even have a red eye.
that's weird. It definitely should have. There you are. Alright, so this rod. Ooh, I wonder if I got any hooks with me. Oh yeah, because yep, I got a 10 right there. Let's say I think I
I
have.
threw on a 9.
What about 9?
I think I threw on a 9 hook on mine.
Oh, gotcha. I'm gonna try bloodworm. You're using minnow?
I'm using a minnow right now, but so far I've got a bluegill and a rock bass.
And I know it said they're bottom lurkers, but I set the float all the way to 4.3 something, or what, 4.8, whatever it is. Wonder if they nibble or just straight strike. I forgot to look at that. Oh, getting a nibble. Oh, two fish too. Or else it's a bluegill because it's nibbled 4 times. That's a bluegill. Well, they didn't change that. They still nibble 4 times before they strike. How did that? Oh, it hit the weeds. Stop it, game. I mean, you need to quit. I can't even short cast over it. I could see it. It's not hitting anything but water, but it's like cast missed water, cast missed water. It's like, what are you talking about? Too shallow there, probably. Now this bobber has some drift. Good grief, man. The rubber ducky one that you get for Halloween. I think it's floating away. Alright, we gotta fix that. That's annoying as fart. Maybe they're saying because the crayfish grabs it with its pincer that any hook size would work. And that's how you weed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's how you weed these other little fish out. By using a hook that's too big for them, but on the bottom and with the right bait that it would eat. I don't know. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, not a rock bass.
So let's go with a 7 hook.
They done effed up the fish. Can't change my mind.
Changing your mind.
Can't change my mind.
Oh.
That is not a rock bass. That's 2 in a row that both look messed up.
Well, my bluegill was quite silver also. Like more so than it should have been. That was probably a pike or muskie. Oh no, it's a walleye. Interesting. Oh, you'll let me cast the bottom rig right there in the weeds. Not my float. Right where it kept saying cast missed water, it just threw the bottom rig right in at 2.3 feet. So it is shallow, but come on. Did you watch that short in the general channel of that father that confronted the daughter's ex-boyfriend over his savage treatment of her that I posted?
Honestly, I just saw it today. I was going back through and looking at
Oh my
discourse because I'm really bad
god.
at looking at stuff.
That kid is stupid as fuck. That's all I can
I
say.
didn't watch it. Was it that bad?
Yeah, man. That dude is a special forces combat trainer. In other words, he is, like you said, trained thousands of soldiers for battle. And he very calmly, but matter, that's the kind of person you need to watch, too. Very calmly tells this guy, I don't know that I've ever met anybody more foolish than you. He says something to the effect of, you get my daughter wrapped up in this cycle where you're angry with her and she does something to try to please you and it sets you off and you batter her and you beat her. And he's like, yes, sir. And he's got this stupid smirk on his face. And I don't think he's realizing the gravity of who and what is sitting across from him and what the man is saying. He said, it's only
You
by,
wanna die?
yeah, he's like, it's only by the grace of God in heaven that I wasn't able to find you. He said, and it's because of that that is the only reason that you still sit here and draw breath. I was like, holy shit. This dude just very calmly and matter of factly told you that you about unexisted and you're still sitting there with a stupid smirk on your face.
It's always those people that are cocky.
Yeah, yeah. He's a very lucky young individual, and I don't think he realizes it. But,
Alright, I go let my animals out quick.
all right. I'm going to, while you're gone, I'm going to get that other spot, and then you can drive down the river to there. I'm going to try that one. There's only two places. Or they only show two. No, that's not what we wanted. We wanted these. Oh, why am I doing? I'm crazy. Crazy for loving you. So let's go a lot more bigger. Oops. The number one spot would be right. Let me see if I can see that. Oh yeah. Right there. Okay. We can do that. I'll go for a bow wide. Put out or swim. Whoa, that was a submerged log. Oh wow, I think I just saw a signal crayfish swimming. That's the first one I've seen. It was scurrying away and looked like a crawdad going backwards. Really? A pike. Alright. Taking off the minnow. Let's try the hot dog. Wait a minute. Do they eat it? They don't eat a hot dog. Nope.
hit a rock every 2 seconds, that'd be great.
We're not to the second spot yet. It's like 1,200 feet away or meters, whatever the measurement is.
Well, I'm just throwing it bottom rig with a. I mean,
Yeah,
crayfish are bottom meters, so.
right. I'm just fishing
Throwing
on
a
the way
bottom
there.
rig with a minnow, 9 and a minnow.
I don't even know what the quote unquote perfect habitat would look like. I'm just checking spots on the way to the second spot. So may as well fish it on the way there.
I'm just fishing.
Yep, same here.
I got a bite.
You still using minute?
Yep, 9 and a minnow.
I took the minnow off because I caught a pike as soon as I rolled up here. I was like, really?
Bluegill.
Oh, nice gold.
Is that a gold?
Yeah, it says 1.67
Oh, yeah.
gold.
You see it before I do, because I got to bring it into the boat.
That's wild.
The same as Wooster. Wooster the other day was complaining that he wasn't catching diamonds, and he caught a diamond perch. I'm like, this guy's diamond perch. He's like, there's no way that's a diamond. I'm like, no, that's a diamond.
Yep. It is weird that it displays for us first.
When I was going for the ghost fish, I caught 2 diamond largemouth. My first 2 diamond largemouth.
Oh, your first 2 ever?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I did catch a diamond, or no, I'm sorry, I didn't catch a diamond ghost fish. I caught a diamond largemouth that was just a regular that night. But I had already caught diamonds of blue, or large and small. Even on Thursday, when I was fishing for Goldstein, I caught a diamond largemouth on a 1 frog and a diamond smallmouth on a 2 frog. I didn't even know those would hit down that big of a size. You know, we usually use like 2s and 3s or 3s and 4s, I think, for those respectively, large and small. And I got already gotten diamonds on those just by listening to Tiger Dad. But yeah, I caught a diamond large on a 1 frog and a diamond small on a 2 frog.
Oh, come on, hit him. I felt Friday. Everybody goes for the freaking shoulder tackle now. Nobody does the old wrap up and just take him down. Does that not exist anymore? Does the old wrap up their legs and just take them down as they are not happen anymore, or what?
You would know better than me. It's been too long. But I would think it is. I mean, that's illegal. Always been a legal tackle. So, but you never know.
People just shoulder tackle now. They don't wrap up anymore.
It might have just been the speed, angle, and you know what he was most comfortable with. I have no idea, to be honest with you.
No, when I played football, it was
it was about hitting the legs so you stop them. Because you can hit shoulders.
How fast they're coming at you, you just wrap up their legs and you freaking.
Anybody who understood Einstein and Newton and all them laws understood that, if you dive towards their shoulders, you might hit them and divert their path, but you keep going in the direction you were, and they might recover and keep going. So, you always went for the legs. So that, like you said, you wrap them up, and it stops them in their tracks, and they fall. So.
Yeah, no. I just watched 3 people try and tackle this guy. Every single one of them was trying to hit him with their shoulder. Okay.
Pansies.
I don't care how big their legs are. I know darn well I can wrap them up.
Yeah. Well, so far, nothing what's hot dog. So that was a lie.
Well, the hot dogs used to be for the bluegill, right? That's how you got diamond bluegills.
Well, yeah, but I would think of crayfish also, because like here, I use stuff like that in the creek and just dip it on a teeny tiny 2 hook, and they grab hold of it real quick, and I pick them up.
That's their first thing they want.
Yeah, and I dangle them over the bucket. They realize they're out of the water, and they let go and fall right in my bucket. I catch so many crawdads in the creek like that. It's just ridiculous how dumb they are.
We don't have nearly enough crawdads around here to have a crawfish boil, but.
Well, I wouldn't say that we got it like out of the river, Because they're in the river. I told you my border collie grabbed one that was like 9 to 11 inches long. I didn't even know they got that freaking big. It was huge.
Oh yeah.
Like,
No,
look at me,
they can
Papa. I
pretty
got
much
a
carry a lobster
lobster.
size.
Yeah, she's like, I got a lobster. Look what I found. All proud of her little self.
I mean, I'd be proud of myself too.
Dude,
Like,
we were all just looking at each other like, what the fuck did you see that? Oops, sorry. Because we're all standing on the bank. She starts sniffing in the air, and like you could tell she zeroed in a direction. She ran straight out in the water, like probably 10 or to 15 feet, plunges her head under the water, and comes straight up with that. And we were all looking at each other like, how did she know? You know, I don't. There, she was acting like she was smelling the air, but
she's hacking.
I
She's
think she
hacking.
could hear, like as it was scurrying on the rocks on the bottom. She could probably hear that scraping sound, and that's how she pinpointed it. Because that dog had some ears, man.
She's got them cheats.
Yeah, she definitely had the cheats over, even over her siblings, man. She was the smartest one out of that entire litter. That dog
There's
was.
no fish in these waters anymore.
You're right. Well, even though we know there are hot dog, leeches, liver, minnow, bloodworm, redworm. That should be easy. Nice mask there, Pumpkinhead.
I do my best. Got a fish.
I did get the Frankie, but you know this ain't rare. I'll say, oh,
Got a
it's a
crawfish.
crayfish too. Good job. Bronze. It's a LeBron. It's a LeBron. But at least you got one. I still haven't caught one yet. That is kind of cool.
The way they hang on to them.
Did it nibble or straight strike?
Nibble and then strike. It was a 1-2 punch.
Nice. So I know what to expect. And that was on minnow still?
Minnow and a 9-hook.
I'm on a 7-hook and what did I put on? I don't forgot. Oh, I'm still on hot dog, you big dang dummy. I pulled my line in and didn't change my bait.
I'm also bottom. I'm not
I am
bobber
too.
fishing.
I'm bottom as well.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, what line weight are you using? Which bolt? I'm using the Devil's Advocate in 33, but I'm wondering if I shouldn't go to the smaller feeder rod, you know. Like
Oh no, I'm on the Sasha Del Rey with.
Oh, you're on the big boy. Okay.
Yeah.
If as long as you're catching them on that, I should be fine.
Yeah, no, I've got the biggest line.
I know, like in Spain, I don't catch the smaller fish as much until I go to. That's why I always took the ultralight to that little pumpkin seed pond I showed y'all.
Yep.
Because like you catch them a lot quicker and more prevalent, we'll say, with ultralight than you do with any other of the bigger rods. All right, so what do I want to put on here? I'm gonna try the leeches because that came before minnow, so on the list anyway. Ooh, that was a good long cast. 135 feet. You can't cast the Guerrier X that far. 126 is the max.
Is there somebody else next to us?
You could make me miss a bite.
No, your line just went all kittywampus on me.
Oh yeah. Sometimes when I'm casting it shows that on me. It's like I'm fly fishing. It whips behind me and then goes out. It's
That's what it just did. That's why I was wondering if somebody else is fishing next to us.
I wish they would put fly rods in here, especially for the rivers. I mean, it would have to be where the north of the falls there, where it gets wider. But you could stand there and fly fish from a John boat easily.
All right, where's the other crayfish about?
Oh wow, it takes your thing away when you're cast out. It is 1,120 feet further down the river, the direction you're looking.
Is it in that like little deep spot?
It is. Like I put the mark right before the red line of the little dirt road that crosses the river. Right there is where they showed it. So.
All right. Going
I
right.
have that. I have just above there, back towards us, walleye and is it pike or muskie? Tiger muskie, and then down closer to that crossing is walleye that I had already marked. All right.
Going for a ride on our favorite acid trip to the moon.
That's funny you said that. The dude I met last or Friday night with my neighbor, the new neighbor, is a friend of his, and they were talking about tripping on acid. I was like, man, I ain't dropping no daggone tab of acid. You done lost your daggone
Oh no,
mind.
I'm too old for that shit. I'm not
Yeah.
doing that
I
anymore.
said, well, back in my 20s, I did that stuff, man, and
Yeah,
there's
no,
no
I
way.
tried it once.
I'd eat some
Yeah,
shrooms, but I ain't eating no acid.
I would microdose shrooms. I wouldn't just go full shrooms.
Oh, no, I wouldn't eat it. No, no, no. And you trying to go on some magic carpet ride at 54
Yeah,
years
me either.
old.
Yeah, no, I'd microdose, but
Been there,
even
done that.
acid I'd probably microdose because I had about the same experience on acid as I did mushrooms. But
I felt like one time on shrooms, I was seeing other plainly things, if that makes sense, but that nobody else was. Well, actually, that's not true. A couple other people that were shrooming with us before, like, weren't even sitting there seeing what I saw or talking about it, but later on mentioned seeing something, and it was like so incredibly similar that not exactly the same, but it made you wonder, is like, did something manifest? Because they weren't even sitting over here by me, and they're describing something that I saw.
life is always an illusion.
What's that?
Life is always an illusion.
Yeah, never know.
I'm waiting to die and find out we're all just a science project.
The Earth was flat. It was a big terrarium dome, and there's a big aliens like in The Simpsons looking over us. I don't think that child's gonna happen.
Come on, Crawdaddy.
Oh,
Hey!
nice.
Got him.
Very nice, very nice. So 9 hook it is.
9 hook and a minnow.
Well, I can't believe 7 doesn't work. And I don't understand the bait and hook chart, that they're the only species. All the other new species they put in have hook sizes and bait charts, but theirs is.
I think it's like you said that it's. I mean, they're a bottom feeder,
And
so
they pinch.
they kind of grab and go.
Right, they pinch and then nibble off of it. So because of their pinchers, maybe they can grab all the way up to a 4-aught hook if there's
That's
something.
not a walleye. That's not what a walleye looks like.
Yeah, depends on the water temperature.
No,
Because like a bass,
that's not a walleye. I've caught a lot of walleye in my life. That's not a walleye.
well, I know when it's cold in the wintertime and you catch the smallies here, you don't see their stripes hardly at all. But in the summertime when they're stressed and the water temperature is also, not only the air but the water temperature is hot.
I get where you're coming from.
Right.
Virginian, this looked like a carp. It was not a walleye.
That's weird because I caught a walleye down there and it looked like a walleye, but it was a weird color. That's why I was explaining the water temps.
Yeah. Oh, right, Eddie.
Yep, that's your third one. I ain't caught a single one yet. Still.
Silver. Oi.
Oi. Thunder.
Thunder. Lightning.
I'm still going to try the. Oh, maybe I'm not. Leeches can't go on a 9. Wait a minute. Oh, I had a 7. That's right. I was like, how did I have him on a 10?
Quarterback's better than your first up quarterback. That's a problem.
What's that now?
When your secondary quarterback's better than your first up quarterback, that's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely for the.
Our secondary quarterback's just having a heyday right now.
Good. Nothing wrong with having a good day.
Oh no.
That's the
But he
intent.
was doing
It
he was
isn't to
doing
go
that when our
loose.
first up he was doing that when our first up was injured before. And then he just tore his ACL again because he was dumb and came back in too quick.
Yeah, walleye. It definitely is not a carp. If you were looking at my stream, you would see it's a silver
No,
walleye,
I'm
but
I'm watching the Packer game right now.
they did change the coloring, so it does kind of look funny in that right, but it looks like a walleye.
Oh
But
no, the one that I just caught, the walleye I just caught, literally was like a carp. It looked nothing like a walleye.
I get that in the handbook. Like you'll scroll over a species and you're like, that is a rough, and I'm trying to look at a salmon, and then you scroll off it and then back on the salmon and it shows the right thing. But I've never seen it like where you catch the fish.
Yeah,
Well,
no, the
yes, I did.
walleye, quote unquote walleye that I caught was a carp.
I actually have that on stream actually, but it wasn't the same thing. I caught I think roach, and it said it was I forget what it was, man, but it was what it said on the catch screen side was different than what it was showing in my hands. Like completely different. It said it was like a 1.2 something pound small fish, and it was like a pike or something that was clearly probably 13, 15, 17 pounds. So like I was like, okay. I was glad I had that on stream because that was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in this game. And it's the only time that's ever happened to me. That I recall anyway. It might have happened later again, but I don't recall. That's the only one I recall. It was weird because it was saying it was a tiny fish on the catch screen, the weight and the water temp and all that, but the picture was a different species and very big. Not 1 point something pounds. Oh, let's try right here. Did you try by these lily pads or did you bypass them?
I just went straight to where I'm at. I didn't try anything in between.
Got you.
Uh, uh, stay in that. Stay in that.
It must have been a drum that just jumped. Papa Clark completed a challenge.
Got him.
Nice. That's your fourth. I still haven't caught one. Oh, something just bit. Nope. Rock bass. And his eyes aren't red anymore. You're right. What the frick did y'all do, you dummies? You at least had the eyes right. Good grief. Just said it in stream earlier, talking about how don't break what doesn't need fixed and not fixing what needed to, like back when you couldn't join each other in multiplayer, but they did an update, and when we all came back in, you still couldn't join each other on multiplayer, but the gnats in your ear were like, and you're like, oh, thanks, we appreciate you addressing that. It was actually Princess Star that said that. Shit was funny, man. She went off about it. She was like, "No, it's not annoying enough in my headphones. I gotta hear gnats." I had to check on her the other day. Well, I shouldn't say that on stream. Never mind. She's all right. We'll just say that. But she was a little down. Oop, something straight bit again. Probably a bass. Although it's very tiny weight, even on 33 pounds. Oh, my first one. Feels like the first time. It's 5.38 ounces.
But you caught one.
Yep. May as well screenshot that little bronze guy. That's my very first girl daddy.
He's a cute little bugger.
Yes, he is.
I think my favorite thing is how they hold him.
That's what she said. No.
Oh, dude.
He's a cute little thing, but I love how they hold him. You're a very, very naughty man.
And I'm back to driving the bus to hell.
You're right. Na, 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 na. So, if this is another one, they don't nibble for me. They just straight strike on 33.
I've had them straight strike. I've had them hit 3 times. I've had bit 2 times. There's just no
rock bass.
That doesn't look like a rock bass.
No, it looks kind of like a green sunfish, only not colored right.
Yep. They done fucked up this side of the map.
Latitude fucked up Christmas again.
Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living in a prayer.
I thought we agreed you were never going to do that again.
I mean, you might have. I'm never gonna.
I signed it.
You might have signed it. I've never signed it.
Oh. I bumped my mouse and it knocked my pole like all the way around behind me.
Why'd you do that?
I didn't mean to. I done dorked it up. Dead. See, I would think right over in that little cove with the log and the weeds and lilies sticking up that would be a good spot for a crayfish to hide. But they act like they're out here in the middle of the creek in the deeper water. Good job.
What I catch? Hey.
0.61 silver.
See, that one hit on 1. It didn't give me any notification. Nothing makes sense anymore.
Make it make sense. Nothing. Don't make no sense. Ooh, that little cove is 16.9 feet. That's deeper than out here. Ooh, gold,
That one
bro.
hit 3 times.
Point
Hit
nine,
gold?
0.96 gold.
I gotta take a picture of that one.
They're going right. If I took a picture of my first one, it was just a little teeny half-pound bronze. Ain't no way I wouldn't take
Yeah,
them.
so gold hit 3 times. I don't know if that's every gold,
Now
but that
see,
one hit 3 times.
wow, that rock bass's eye looks different. Maybe because it's dark now, and it was the sun glaring on it earlier. And it does have a little red right in the one round part of its eye.
I mean, you catch rock bass around here, their eyes are super red.
I
There's
know,
no
mine
mistake.
too. Right out of the mill pond in the creek spillway
Yeah,
below it.
yeah, no, you catch them and they're just super red. But
Wow,
that gold
that's
hit
20.
3 times. Now I got a single strike.
$20 feet deep over in that part of the cove. Doesn't even look
That
like it
is
would
a
be.
boss.
Ooh, there's a tiger muskie.
Tiger mushy.
Tiger
Tiger
muskie.
mushy. Tiger mushy.
Man, something else I didn't hear the first time in Red Dead, but I did this time. I was cracking up. There was some old guy. I ran into people mining gold down on the rivers, but not this guy. He sounded like the freaking Swedish chef singing to himself down there, panning for gold. And I was like, oh my gosh. I went into this whole spew of panning for gold in the river. That was the only thing he was lacking was the bark, 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 or else it would have been the Swedish chef. He couldn't convince me otherwise. He sounded just like him. Oh, what do we have here? That's what he was saying. Because he found some nugget as he was panning. I was like, oh my gosh, it's the Swedish chef over there panning for gold. Who'd have thunk it? Silver bourbon. Burbo.
Turbo.
Click kill. Come on, you slimy little buggers. 21.5 feet deep here. Ooh. Strike too early. Oh, it was a nibble. I thought that was a bite. That was probably a...
See, you done fucked up, AA Run.
Yeah. AA Ron.
How the Packers just won that game, I have no idea. But here we are.
That was a straight strike, and that's heavy. Oh, it's a walleye. Walleye. It's a walleye, it is. And he's got his stripes back. Has to do with the lighting. They dark the lighting up. 28 feet? Holy crap. This little cove is nice. But if I'm patient enough, there's probably a diamond in here. Oh, as I say that, he catches a diamond channel cat. Nice. That's probably rock bass again. Yep. Ooh, 29.8 feet. That's right up against the rock in the back of the cove. Thought for sure I put too much power and it was, oh, nibble, nibble. That it was going to say it missed water. Ooh, now that might be a crayfish. Just a little red
Crawdaddy.
a little red sliver.
A little crawdaddy.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Still bronze, 6.31 though. But that'll work. It's 2 now.
I mean, I just don't know what I'm actually supposed to be fishing for crawfish with.
Oh, that one did miss. Right there. Oh yeah. It is turning night now too, so maybe they will be more frequent. You've been having good luck the whole time.
We can hope.
Did you catch one up at the Y, or it was when we came down river?
No, I caught one up at the second spot that you took me to,
Yeah.
or that you were sitting at,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
but I never caught one at the Y.
There's probably a certain spot there, like up against those rocks, or over in the weeds, and you got to hit that
Well,
area.
crayfish are more bottom feeders, and they really don't go all that deep. So that's why I'm just casting towards the shorelines.
Well, that's what I've been doing too, but in this cove over at the quote-unquote shoreline, which is a stack of rocks, it actually gets deeper than where it is here in the middle of the river.
Maybe you should for the middle of the river then. I don't know.
Well, I caught that one right over at the base of the rock. That's why I was trying it. Because I know they like structure also. Something that they can scurry under and hide from predator fish. So.
Absolutely.
Plenty of those. Even the bigger bluegill here in the creek will eat the crawdads, man. Even if they look like they're choking on them. And maybe they are. They'll do it. They don't care. Those little things, man, you put a piece of bread or hot dog, or even just like a 1/4 inch of worm on a number 2 hook, as fast as it hits the water, dude, there, just bam, bam, bam. That's how we get our catfish bait. I mean, there's something wrong with this fish. It's got like a sickness on it. I wonder if they incorporated that. It's got some weird mark on it.
Is it down with the sickness?
It must be. Let me put it down before I get the sickness. 25 of 40. Getting closer, y'all.
No, I got all of my weeklies and everything done. I just need to catch.
I've only been doing the weights, but only in Golden Ridge today because the dailies were sucky. I did the 30 and 40 weekly, so I got the 23.90 for each. I'd already got the 23.90 for the 110 pounds or whatever it is here this week. I think that's what it was. Oh, nibble, nibble. Nibble, nibble. And strike. Yeah, that's got to be a fish. If it's a crayfish, it's going to be a juvenile. It's a burbo.
It's fine. I got a crawdaddy.
The burbo are hanging out under the lily pads. Or at least that one was. We'll see if another one is. Nibble, nibble. in and straight. Oh, that may be a crayfish. If it is, it's gonna be a decent one. It's a bigger sliver.
Big old crawdaddy.
Oh, it is probably a silver.
It's a silver.
Yep, 11.96 ounces. Well, screenshot
0.75 pounds.
A fat little sucker. I'd eat that one. Oh, look, he looked like he was. Oh, he went to tickle him and it pinched his finger. That's cool. I can't believe they included that animation in
Oh,
there.
yeah. No, that's why I was watching the whole thing when I fucking caught mine.
I should have let it keep
all
playing. Yeah, that's cool. He's got a big smile and he goes like he's gonna tickle it and it grabs his finger and he's jerks and everything like. But I was already clicking A to release it.
You're not a crawdaddy.
So you've caught 2 of your golds of the 4?
Yeah, I had the gold bluegill and I had the the gold crawdaddy.
Yeah. I thought you got a gold muskie or something earlier too.
I did before the daily started.
Oh, got you. I need to recast. It's bouncing all over on the bottom, getting deeper and then shallow and then deeper and then shallow. At 4:30 in the afternoon, bro, really?
4:30 in the afternoon.
Well, that's right. It's only 3:30 there. I was listening to you yawning like that. I was like, it's afternoon, man. That'd be about 9 o'clock for me or 9:30. I'll be starting that.
No, I just gotta get them out. If they show up, I gotta get them out. I also don't sleep like a normal person, so.
I went through phases like that in my life. That gun it pole. Or I guess it's joystick actually. You go to move it a little bit and it shoots way up in the air and you go to bring it back down a little bit and it goes to the water. It's like stop. Just stop. Oh, nibble.
Burbo! Not what I'm going for.
Same. Literally same. But it's 28 or 40, so. Me. Ooh, there was right at the base of the rock again. And something's been bubbling over there, too.
Have you tried catching it?
Now that I landed where I wanted to be, yeah. We'll see. It's like a cove within the cove because there's rocks in the water that right at the edge, and it's like in between some of those. So it's already at the back of the big cove, and it makes a little tiny cove of its own. There's another one just to the right of it I'm going to try in a minute. I know in Norway that's the places where you get the teensy tiny fingerfish the easiest. Is in those little nooks and crannies like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, no worse in
nibble,
here.
nibble. Man, I actually squeezed the trigger early too. Look, that's a crayfish. So it is too how it works. It's a little one, but I can tell by the sliver. Could be a
You
LeBron's.
bass.
That's a LeBron's, James. A LeBron.
No, it was a silver.
Let's try that
Yeet.
hook. Oh yeah. Second one achieved. The second nook, that is. That stupid pole. Crawdaddy. What'd you get? Freshwater drum? Oh no, that was the
I
guy
haven't
below
caught
you.
anything yet.
You got a walleye, and it was the guy below you that got the drum.
Yeah, no, I'm just sitting here chilling.
I'm getting ready to head down that way to that bridge in a second.
In the words of Virginian, I'm just over here playing solitaire waiting for something to happen.
Yep. This is how we do it. No slots available. Time slot night. Cool. Thank you. That's what we wanted. Appreciate that. Well, that definitely ain't a crawdaddy unless it's a legendary. No, voila.
Crawdaddy? Crawdaddy! Juvenile, fuck off.
Hey, it's a crawdaddy. Oh, proto girl's over here now.
Alright, I got one more fish and then I'm gonna hop for a little bit. I gotta grab some food. Hungry.
Yeah, I need to make something too. I can do that while I'm fishing. I'll just have to pause to make, cook it.
Yeah, I don't have food at my house, so I gotta go grab something, unfortunately.
Roger that.
Molly, quit looking at me like that. You have plenty of food.
You said one of my favorite words. Food.
Yeah, no, I've got the devilish look on my dog's face right now. Not a fan.
Crawdaddy. That was quick. All I have to do is come over here and park. Oh, that's a silver probably. No, bronze bill, 6.12. Wow. He was probably right at the cusp. He was fat as both of the silvers I caught. Clearly bigger than the little bronzes, in other words. Online. Thought you were catching something. I guess it was something jumping behind us. Or between us, whatever.
That's not a crawdaddy.
Not bad little silver walleye, though.
No, it's not. Alright. I should be back on later, but I'm definitely gonna go get some food. I'm hungry.
Alright, cool deal. I'll catch you in a bit.
Alright.
That's funny. The reflection of the bridge on the water looks like a gigantic muskie just under the surface. Mega legendary muskie activated. What's weird is it was dissipating and disappearing like it was swimming away. I'll never forget that Xander I saw in Spain fishing for Alejandro over on that river. It looked like it should have been a legendary. It was bigger than some of the legendaries in this game. It was huge. I didn't know what to catch Xanders with back then. It was right on the surface of the water, swimming very slowly. I kept casting everything at it. Wouldn't hit nothing. I was like, Dad, got it. Then it just swam out of view and out wherever it went to. Alright, that is clearly not the spot. .2, another little rocky cove here. Oh, hey, Cat. I just switched back over to the window. We are. Oh, daggone it. I made myself strike early. We needed that. We're over here fishing for. Well, he just left, but we're fishing for the signal crayfish. I finally caught my first few. if you're still here. Sorry if I missed you. Oh, nibble. That ain't no crayfish. If it is, it's a legendary. It's a burbo. Nice little silver burbo. Counts towards me 30 silver as it does. For 30 pieces of silver, you dirty trader. Oh, we are coming deeper. Dang, I hope I didn't miss cat. I probably did. If you end up seeing this later, cat, sorry about that. I had a different window up on that monitor, so I didn't even see you chatting to us. Nibble, nibble. Oh, that's gonna be a crawdaddy. Little one though, bronze. Alright, tickle him so he pinches you. That's funny. So you just need sauger and carp sucker for dimes on Golden Ridge, I take it. I've still got a few left here to get dimes on. Ooh, I hope that is it looks like a crawdaddy and this could be a good one. Silver at least. Ah, you dirty little tiny rock bass instead. Dirty. Alright. Ooh, 36 or 40 already. Sweet. Crawdaddy. Maybe a rock bass, but hopefully crawdaddy. Oh yeah, crawdaddy. Silver at least. Oh, gold. That's my second of four. Yeah, let him pinch you. Too funny. Ooh, almost missed that crawdaddy. Checking to make sure somebody didn't say something in chat again. It's the kitty animation keeps moving. So it's at least silver again. Yep. Almost 3/4 of a pound. Nibble, nibble. Crawdaddy again. Sweet. At least a silver too. Oh, another gold. Nice. That's 3 or 4. Geek shave. Alright. Oh, we're 39 or 40 also. On the innies. I didn't pay attention on the 30 or silver. I want to say it was 27, but I didn't see. Hope it's that close. crawdaddy. At least it's over. It might be a rock bass. Hope it's a crawdaddy. Oh, it is a crawdaddy. Hope it's a gold. Oh, it's over. That's all right. Now we know how many of the 30. 24 or 30. That's number 40 or 40 of any. We still need one gold. Man, it's turning daylight. Dadgummit. Oh, there we go. Now it's getting dark again. Well, since Zach ain't here, anyway, I can just go back offline and rejoin on a night server so I can have my way with it. Make it like Burger King. Have it my way. Oop, nibble, nibble. And it's a crawdaddy. Hopefully it's over. It's a crawdaddy, and it's a silver. Thank you, Lord. Man, that lighter is DED dead. Alright, so options off. Exit. Play. Golden Ridge. Night. Thank you. What time is it? Good. Midnight 08. Much more betterer. Just came into a server fresh, so we gotta give it time to load stuff. Oh, we're over halfway. know it was around 3:30 in the morning. I was catching straight crayfish and nothing else. Wonder if there's something to that. It's also been consistently in like around 20 something feet water, so deeper water for me. For me, anyway. Alright, we're gonna try something. We got time while they're not biting anyway. We're gonna go to an 8 hook. Yes. And leeches. Hopefully. Nope. 7's the smallest for leeches. So we know they'll hit a 7 because leeches is higher in the list than minnow. Good, we drifted further. That's what we wanted. It'll still have walleyes, but it might weed out some of the other fish. And they're saying minnow like we were using. Still want to try it. I'll just miss a bite. There we go. That's a bite. Definitely not a single crayfish unless it's a diamond. Nah, barbo. Alright, be right back. And that don't even count towards the silver. started onion rings in the air fryer. There we go. Yeah, nope. Probably a burboline. Oh, nope, walleye. He's got a weird thing on him too, look. A weird spot. Like a chunk of him is missing. I wonder if those carp suckers or some kind of like lamprey or something they're gonna put in the game. I think I'm gonna go back to an 8 hook. Try that, and we went to 7 because that's the smallest you can have a leech on. But I'm gonna put minnow back on an 8 if this isn't a crayfish. Oh, crawdaddy. All right, we'll stay for now. We finally got one on the leech and a 7 hook. If this is a bronze like it looks like, we know we can still catch those even on a 7 hook. Yes, sir. All right. Well, they said red worm too, and that's smallest for that's a 6 hook. Two nibbles, then nothing. What? What was that all about? Y'all see that? 2 nibbles and then no strike. That is weird. Maybe we went into a fishery spawn. Or as he was nibbling. Oh, there we go. Nibble. And that's no crayfish. Bulldog. Right. Let's go back to the 8 hook and minnow. The bites were definitely more prevalent, it seemed, on minnow. have stayed with a 7 hook for a minute, but it's alright. Definitely not a crayfish. I identify as a signal crayfish. What about it? It's where I wanted to be. There we go. Oh, my onion rings are done. Yay. We'll let them steep in the air fryer for a couple minutes. There we go. Ooh, two of them at the same time. Oh, I hope that is a crayfish. It is. Diamond, yes. Yes. That was our 4 gold. I can't believe I got a diamond crayfish. Crayfish again. more silver and we're done here. Oops. There we go. That the spot. The diamond spot. Yeah, bronze again. Maybe a small silver, but I bet bronze. Yeah. Right at almost 2 hours and a half. Catch 3 more silverfish and we're done here. Ooh. Slow down, Rod. It was 4:20 when I looked. Sign! Daggone bronze. Come on, I'm trying to finish strong here, crayfish. You gotta help. We've already got our golds. I just need 3 silvers. Anything. Prefer a big crayfish. Alright, forget it. No, they're in here. I've been watching silver muskie jumping around me all ever since we got here. No doubt about it. of good down there too. Oh, he's going for it. The one that jumped over to the left, I could see him going for it. Here's a 1 at 3. Oh, it was actually a pike too. It's almost 5 o'clock. I just said it was 4:20. 4:52 already. It's 2 or 3. Nice gold muskie over here. If I hadn't have got the diamond crayfish, that would have been our 4th gold we needed. We shall take it. Go on, give me one more fish, folks. I'll go eat my food. That's down about where that one jumped. Somebody on a boat? No. Almost looks like a person on a boat down there by that rock. It's just a weird stump feature. Oh, come on, muskies. Pike something. Oh, good grief. We've been watching them jump down here. it is. 30 a 30 on silvers. Nice little pike. Alright, folks, that does it. We are all done. Make sure that. Yes, sir. Yeah, I didn't take any others. I could do the kokanee, but it's not even worth it. Oh, I guess we should check that. Yep, okay. Alright, well, I appreciate you joining if you did. Hope you enjoyed that. Caught some good fish. Can't believe we finally caught signal crayfish. Caught a couple golds of them, and then finally caught a diamond. That was good to go. But I do hope you enjoyed that. Hope to catch you on the next one. The Virginian out.